Besides being a place to build your customer base and sell your services, a Facebook business page is one of the best free ways to increase your visibility and to build brand loyalty. But it can only do these things if you take full advantage of what's possible, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm Wes McDowell, web strategist for The Deep End, and this is the channel where I show you how to use your website and what's working now in digital marketing to supercharge your business growth. In this video, I'll show you how to not only set up your business page in Facebook, but I'll give you all my best pro tips every step of the way. So in the end, you'll have a really powerful Facebook page that's actually gonna help your business grow. And we're gonna jump right in, but I did make a downloadable cheat sheet you can get your hands on by clicking right up here and in the description below, so you can just follow along with me here. And all the steps are gonna be waiting for you in that checklist. But for now, let's jump on over to the computer. Okay, so I'm just logged into Facebook here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go over to the left side under Explore and just click on Pages, and then create page. So here's where you're gonna choose the kind of business that you're making a profile for. So for most of you, it's going to be a business or brand. That's just kind of a normal business. But if you're more of a community figure, building kind of a more personal brand, you would choose this one. But I'm gonna go ahead and just get us started with business or brand. So click that. And here's where you're gonna name your page and choose your category. I'm gonna go with a fictitious limousine company, and that's what we're gonna be building here today. But you just go ahead and name your page with your actual business name. Okay, so I'm gonna pick Lux Limousines, and then in terms of category, they want you to kind of start by typing something in. So yeah, I just typed in limo, or didn't even get all the way, and it came up. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that. And now you're just gonna fill in all of the relevant information here. Okay, so I filled it all out, and now here's where you're gonna have to make a choice if you want to show your address. So if you have an actual place of business where people can come in, or you want it to be shown, that's where you'd actually have it shown. But if you work from home and you don't want it to be shown, then you would just click this right here. But we're gonna uncheck that for now, and then click Continue. Okay, so now we're gonna upload the images that are gonna show at the top of your page. So when they're asking for a profile picture, this is it's a little square photo, and you're gonna want that to be 170 by 170 pixels. So let's go ahead and upload one. I've prepared a little fake logo here. And now it's asking for a cover photo. So this is gonna be, this big main rectangle photo up here. And you want that to be 820 pixels wide and 312 pixels tall. So I'm just gonna go ahead and upload one now. Okay, so here we are on the page. I'm just gonna go ahead and close this out. We don't really need this. So what I've done here is I've chosen an image, and this is one of my pro tips for you. Choose an image that's kind of what I call a happy customer photo, showing people enjoying your product or service. And then I like to take it an extra step and kind of add a headline that really lets people know the main benefit of working with you. So a limousine company, you figure people want to make good memories. So that's really what I wanted to emphasize there. I like to think of that headline as either describing a transformation that you provide or the problem you solve for your clients. Okay, but for now, let's get on with the setup. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go up to the Settings tab right up here. Let's click that. And there's lots in here. So I'm just gonna go over the highlights, the things that I really recommend that you focus on. So while we're in this General tab, what you can do is if you don't want anyone to see your page while you're working on it, you can go ahead and click on Page Visibility and then unpublish it if you want to. I'm just gonna do that for now, and then click Save Changes, and then Next, and then Unpublish. Okay, next let's go to Visitor Posts. And what I recommend here, and it's up to you, but I recommend checking this review posts by other people before they're published to your page. That just makes sure that no one can write anything that's kind of trolly or spammy on your page, and you have to approve it first. So I'm gonna go ahead and click Save Changes there. And then next, I'm gonna go down to Profanity Filter. This is up to you, but I don't see much use of allowing people to use profanity on your business page. So I'm gonna go ahead and just turn that on. Medium or strong is up to you. I will do strong, and then Save Changes. And then a few other things, if you have a multilingual audience and you wanted your post to be able to translate it automatically, you could go ahead and click that and do that. That is completely up to you. But for now, let's go off the General tab and go to Page Info. This is an important one. So right off the top, you're going to include a short description. So they only allow 255 characters. So you really want to use it to make it really clear what you do. And I also like to hit on the top 2 to 3 benefits that your customers can expect when they work with you. So I would put in something like whether you're planning a special event or just a night out, Lux Limousines will give you the VIP treatment with upfront affordable pricing, the newest fleet of luxury limos and black cars, and prompt service. So I've made it extremely clear what I offer, and then those 3 benefits. And then just click on Save Changes. And then if you had additional categories that were appropriate, you would go ahead and add those here, but we don't really have that here. So then just go ahead and make sure everything else is filled out completely, including your website. So I would put in, and that is a fake website. And then if you don't have a website, you would obviously click that. I'm just going to click Save Changes. Okay, so yeah, it's telling me it's not a real web. I'm just going to put in my real one just so that it actually has something to go on. And you'll just fill out all your other information, including your hours. And then I'm going to save changes there. And that's about all we have to worry about for now on this. Now let's go over to the templates and tabs section over here on the left. So this basically allows you to control the overall template that your page is built on. There's different layouts you can choose. It's set on services right now. That's the default here. So, and if you go here, if you click on edit, you've got all these different ones to choose from: services, movies. Not sure who uses that, but business, venues, nonprofit, politicians, restaurants, shopping. So basically, if you've got a restaurant, it's very easy to choose which one you're using. If you're actually selling products on your Facebook page, shopping, obviously. But for most of you, I think it's going to come down to either the business or the services template. These just give a little bit more business information than the standard template, including reviews, special offers, job openings, that kind of thing. So it all really comes down to, if you want to showcase different services you're offering, then you're going to choose services. If you don't really have different services, you'll probably want to choose business. So I'm going to go ahead and keep with services. I think that's going to be the best one for this limo company. So then what you want to do is, once you've chosen the right template for you, you want to go down to the tabs. So these are all the tabs that are going to show up on your page. And then it's just a matter of putting them in the right order that makes the most sense. So what I recommend actually is putting reviews up top. Like, you can just drag these into place. So I like reviews, then offers, and then services at the top, in whichever order makes the most sense for your business. Then right after that, I like to put the about section, and then posts right after that. And then the rest of these I might just get rid of, because like if there's not going to be any shopping, I probably wouldn't have that. So then just turn it off and then save, and you can do the same for all of these if you want to. I'm going to leave these for now. So now what we're going to do is go up to messaging. So this is really cool because it allows you to basically be proactive and give nice little messages to people who message your business on Facebook and make it feel a little more personal. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to Response Assistant, jump to section. So the first thing here is show a messenger greeting, which creates a greeting that people will see the first time they open a conversation with you on Messenger. I'm going to turn that on. So it basically populates with a nice little message, and I'm going to change it. I'm going to make it a little more personal. So click on change, and it allows you to put in someone's name. But I think the first and last name feels a little too proper. So I like to be more conversational when I talk to customers. So I'm going to click on the X button, get rid of that, and then add personalization. And I'm just going to put in the first name of the recipient. And then the other thing is, I want it to feel a little more conversational than what we have here. So I'm going to change the greeting to just really simple, anything I can help you with, ? And whatever you put here is obviously completely up to you. And I'm going to click on save, and I'll go back up, back to Response Assistant. And then I'm going to click on Go to Automated Responses. So this is what's going to happen when someone asks you a question. This is the response they'll automatically get before you actually get to responding to them yourself. So right now the default is, "Hi, thanks for contacting us. We received your message and appreciate you reaching out." Again, I want to make it a little more personal and a little more conversational. So click on edit. And this is really cool because I love being able to send a personalized response when someone sends me a message. And it's also a great opportunity to let them know that you're on the case, And you can give them any next steps, like, to book a consultation or appointment, or look at your current offers, or to watch a video. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So I'm just going to change this text to... So here what I've done is I've just changed it to a little more conversational up top that says we got your message. And then I'm telling them what to do next, which is to check out our specials. And I gave them the web address right here. And then just click up on save. Okay, now to get back to where we were, you're just going to click on page up top and then go back up to settings. And there's a bunch of more stuff here. We're only going to look, I'm just going to show you notifications real quick. So basically, you just need to make a choice of if you want to get notified every time anything happens on your page, or if you want it all consolidated, once a day or so. And then you can turn off all these different things here. Like there's a lot of stuff here that you don't necessarily need to get notified for. And I actually recommend turning just about everything off except for new page review, which means whenever you get a new review on your page, you're alerted to that so you can respond. And then also new post comment. I recommend that because whenever someone adds a post to your page, you can see it right away and deal with it right away. Everything else I think is kind of unnecessary to get notified for. And then the next thing you might want to think about is page roles. So if you have other people within your company that you want to add to be able to edit the page, you would just put in their information here and it'll alert them via Facebook, and then they're able to do whatever they want to on the page. But for now, let's go back to the page view. And now we're going to tackle the About section. So go over to the left sidebar and we're going to look for the About section. So click on See More and then click on About. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is create a vanity URL, because if you look up here, we've got a really long, kind of obtrusive URL that's kind of hard for people to remember. So what we want to do is just click under General, Create Page at Username, and then just choose whatever name you want. So I'm just going to see if Lux Limos is available. Oh, and it's telling me this page isn't eligible to have a username. So this is a good point. What you need to be able to actually claim this username is 25 likes on your page. So what you're going to want to do before you do this step is you're going to want to reach out to all of your Facebook friends, invite them to like the page. Once you've got 25, then this is opened up as a possibility for you. So we're going to go ahead and cancel this for now. Okay, so for now, what we're going to focus on is stories. So this is the area where you can use a lot of written text to be found in search. If, let's say your website is new and you're going to have a really hard time ranking it, you might want to use your Facebook page as a stopgap measure, and be found for that in the meantime. So the more keyword phrases you can use in this section, the better, as well as use it to tell how you actually help your customers and clients. So, and I do want to make that clear, while it says our story, you don't want to use this as kind of a brag board or your history as a company. People don't generally care too much about that. So let's go ahead and just click on Tell People About Your Business. And then it's going to open up this, it basically looks like a blog post. So what you want to do here is use this section again to spell out exactly how you help your customers in a few paragraphs. So first, state the problem your ideal customer is going through, then tell them about your solution for it. Then write a headline and a short paragraph relating to each of the top 3 benefits of working with you, and sprinkle in those keyword phrases you'd like to be found for where it makes sense. Don't keyword stuff it, just where you can actually put them in a way that makes sense. Okay, so I've just got a nice headline that lets people know exactly what we're offering, and then a paragraph that would talk about the problem people are having, and then a paragraph about the problem you solve, or the way you solve it rather, and then the first benefit paragraph, second benefit paragraph, third in a paragraph. And the next thing we're going to do is just add a photo. All right, so just drag one right over here, perfect, and then just go down and click on Publish. From here, you can go ahead and add team members. So I would definitely, recommend adding yourself as a team member. So there's someone associated with the page. And then you can also add other team members if you'd like to as well, other people that work for you. So next, we're going to go over and click on Services under the left menu. So click there, and then click on Add a Service. Obviously, this only applies if you want to showcase different services. We'll just do one really quickly here. Click on Add Service, and you'll just come up with the name, price, description, and include an image. Okay, so I just filled it out, and I'm going to click on Save, and then it becomes a service you can advertise right here, and then just keep adding more until you have everything you need. So next, what we want to be able to showcase offers to your client. So go ahead and under the left side, just click on offers, and then create offer. And here it's going to allow you to choose all the different stuff. If it's going to be a discount percent or a discount amount or a buy one, get one, anything you want, free shipping, whatever it is. So what I recommend is including a deadline for scarcity, because the more you make something feel like it's going away, the better you're going to do. So I always include a deadline, and you can keep changing it. That's fine. And include a photo, of course. It's just going to make it pop more visually. And then a primary action. So what do you want people to do with this? Do you want them to be able to just save it for later, send a message, get directions, call now? It's up to you. If it's for a limo company, I'm thinking if they're looking at this page, they're probably ready to set something up. So I'm just going to click on call now for that. And in the meantime, I'm going to fill out this whole offer. Okay, so I just made it basically a prom night special. So, and it helps to add a description as well so that you can give a little context to it. And then to let them know again about the scarcity. So I say here, but inventory is limited, so book today. And then once you've got it how you want it, just click on publish. So now what we want to do is go back home. Let's go to the home page here. And what we're going to do is we're going to add our first post. And we're going to make it a pinned post, because they basically allow you to create one pinned post that you can put at the top of your page, which can really be an amazing marketing opportunity. So rather than just having the most recent random status update or a team photo at the top of your page, I recommend using the one pinned post wisely by pinning something that's really of value. So what you could do is something like a lead magnet. So if you have a free guide or a webinar or a checklist or a resource you can offer, your clients for free in exchange for their email address, you could definitely do that. Or what I'm going to do in this case, because a lead magnet, I don't know how much sense it really makes for a limo company. I don't know how much reading material they want on that subject. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make a get a quote call to action that's going to sit right at the top of the page. Because I think whenever you're talking about a limo company or a car service, that's really all they want. They want to get the price. So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to close this out. So I'm just going to write a simple post here. So all I wrote is, want a fast free quote? Just click the button below, let us know your date and what you're looking for. We'll respond with a quote right away. So obviously just let them know what you're looking for from them, and then tell them what to do, which is to click the button below, which is going to be a messenger button. So I'm going to click on get messages right here. And then I'm going to switch out this image. I don't want that one here. So I'm going to click to select the right image. Okay, so I just picked a nice image of someone in a car with a smartphone, which kind of sells the idea of sending a message. So that's good. I'm just going to click on share now. Okay, so now I've got this nice little get a quote post right here, but remember we want to pin it to the top so it's always there when people get to your page. So all you're going to do for that is click these little three dots and then click on pin to top of page. Then whatever you post in the future, that one's always going to be at the top. So the next thing we want to do is add a button. So we're basically adding a call to action button that everyone, we're kind of directing people toward on your page. So click add a button. And here you've got some choices. You got to think about what the action is you want people to take. Do you want them to book an appointment? Do you want them to, call you or message you? Learn more about your business, which would basically mean going to your website to find out more info, shop with you if you sell on your page, or download your app and play your games. So I would say in this case for a limo company, it would either be book with you if you have an online booking system. So I'm going to assume we have that. So let's assume there's an online booking system on a page on the website. So click on that. And then so book now would be the call to action. So I'm going to click on next. And then you can either do appointments on Facebook, which I don't necessarily recommend. I'm going to link to the website to the actual page where the booking form would be. So obviously this is not on their website because it's not a real website. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on save and then on finish. So then when anyone clicks on that, they're taken to your website where they can make that booking. Okay, so there's a few more things you're going to want to do. First is you're probably going to want to populate your page with a bit more, helpful content. So what I would recommend is, writing a few posts, and these can be anything. These can be polls where you're asking people for their input. These can be linking to video. Actually, they can be videos you put right on Facebook that are, a little more content based, teaching them something, giving advice. It can be linking to a blog post on your website. I recommend having a couple of them so it really makes your page look a little more lived in and like you're a more established business. People like to see that. And the next thing you're going to want to do is get reviews or actually what they're calling them recommendations now. There's nothing yet because it's brand new. So what you definitely want to do is start asking your current and past customers if they wouldn't mind giving a recommendation on your Facebook page. So you can get a direct link to share with them. And here's how you're going to do that. Just go up to settings and then over on templates and tabs. And then you're going to scroll down to reviews and then settings there. And right here, they've got a nice little link that you can share with your customers. Just going to click on copy URL, and then you've got it. You can email it to them. You can send it in a messenger, anything you want. And then from there, what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to do a little bit of a page cleanup. So go down all the way to the bottom. And what we've got here is when we added our profile images and that stuff, they kind of show up on the timeline and updated their website address. You don't need all these things in your timeline kind of cluttering it up. So what I recommend is just find all those posts and click on the 3 dots and then hide from timeline. And then you're just going to do that for all the rest of them, and then you're good to go. So remember, I did make that downloadable checklist, so just click right down here to get your hands on that. Or if you'd like to see how to now get your Google My Business listing set up for success, there's a whole lot we can do there too. So just click on this video right here, and I'll see you there.